What it is, what it do, cyber world. It is your girl, the one, the only Ash Said It. AshSaidIt.com, AshSaidIt.com. Welcome to the Ash Said It Daily Podcast Show. I appreciate you guys so very much. Over 1,400 episodes and 500,000 streams worldwide. None of this is possible without you guys, so I thank you so very much. And yes, we are still living a bit of a quarantine life, darlings, but that doesn't mean that we can't still have some fun. All right, we can have some good times, some good energy, and you can still be cutesy in whatever you're in and however you choose to be. And you know, girls, we love playing dress up anyways, and playing dress up as an adult even better. So I've got with me today the founder and CEO of Isabelle Grace. I'm sorry, what is your name again?
Claudia Montez.
Claudia, I'm sorry. I'm sure like most people, we all want to just, we call you Isabelle Grace. It just sounds awesome.
Yep, it happens.
So to start things off, Claudia, how did the name Isabelle Grace come to be?
The business is named after my two daughters. So, Sophia Isabel and Gabriella Grace.
Gotcha. And how did things start with this company? How did you just start making these necklaces and just amazing adornments?
So it's actually, the business started rather organically. I didn't really intend it to be what it is. I was at home after I had my second daughter, and I had a whole different career. And one night, I was, like, I've always loved jewelry. I've always had a big love of jewelry. And I have a locket that my grandmother had given me with a picture of my grandfather. And I was always fascinated by how, like, photo jewelry was made. So I actually started researching how to make the photo lockets. And in the beginning, that's what I did. That's how the business started. And once I started researching, I started, like, kind of making them and doing it as a hobby, and I just started using like other materials, exploring with stones and metals and engraving and all that stuff, and that's kind of how it evolved into, you know, an actual business.
Gotcha. So in the beginning, you know, when it was just fun and you were just kind of doing it for yourself, what really sparked the idea for you to turn it into a business?
Well, I was, you know, I was a new mom with two young children. I had a corporate job. I was the director of human resources for a consumer products laboratory, and I spent a lot of time commuting. You know, I was commuting 2 hours a day. My kids were really young, and I think it, you know, basically what a lot of moms feel, you know, that guilt of like, oh my God, how am I going to do this? And wanting to not miss out on everything with your kids. So that's really, I mean, I guess that's what motivated me. Like in the beginning, I was working that job. I was moonlighting and doing this at night and trying to, you know, raise my kids. So I was working more than ever, but it felt so good because obviously it was for me. I was trying to build something.
Okay, and as you were building, and you know, you're coming up on that time where you got to make a choice. Do I keep it corporate or do I jump into my new passion? What was that process like for you?
It was hard, and it was really, really scary. I didn't let go of that easily. It wasn't easy. I had to decide to, like, you know, take that leap of faith, you know, and I was able to do that. My husband was very supportive, and I was able to do that, but it was very hard in the beginning when I wasn't really, you know, it wasn't really anything yet, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I didn't let go of it until I had a little bit more security, I guess, down in the sense of I could see things happening. I could see the business evolving.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But it was hard. It was really hard.
I imagine that. That's a huge, you know, that's a huge decision. You know, like most.
It's a huge leap of faith. Absolutely, yes. It is. It's probably the biggest decision to make. Like, do I do this? And you have to. Ultimately, you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in your product and your vision, you know?
Yeah, you got to. 100%.
Yeah.
What was your moment of confirmation? Like that moment that came to you and you're like, oh my gosh, wow, this is exactly what I'm supposed to be doing.
I think one of the biggest moments I had was, so once I started like making some money, I said, I was like, how am I, what should I do next? Like, how do I get people to find out about me? And I hired a publicist, and through that publicist, I started working with a woman who was doing celebrity gifting. And so one of the things that happened is Kimberly Paisley, who's Brad Paisley's wife from, do you know who she is?
Yes.
Okay. So she wore one of our necklaces on the cover of People magazine.
What?
So I feel like that was my biggest moment of like, wow, I can't believe this just happened. And so that was the moment. You know what I mean? When I just felt like, wow, this is really happening. I'm really doing this.
That's amazing. Like, so you're just like, you're going to the grocery store, You
Yeah.
look over to the left and, Brad Paisley's wife is wearing my jewelry.
Yeah, she wore one of our custom pieces that we made. Like it was a personalized necklace with her son's names on it, and she wore it for this photo shoot, and it was on the cover. Wow. Her picture was on the cover, and she was wearing the necklace, and that was really, like a big moment for us.
Yeah, that's a huge moment. So, and kudos to you and your team.
Yeah.
But so after that, how did things really start to move for you guys? Were things starting to move quickly?
Yeah, I mean, we continued to do, we continued to work a lot with the, like a lot of different celebrities. So we've had quite a few like celebrity sightings, and things like that when we were heavily doing that, like doing the gifting.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, the reality is, and I don't ever want people to feel like, oh, that's only for celebrities. Our line is geared for everyday women.
Right.
And those are my celebrities. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Those are the women that I want every day to be like, to love what we do and to love our product and to connect with our line.
Right.
So the most meaningful thing that we can hear back from someone is like, we make jewelry. So we're not, and no, although we have a message and we try to, do good things and have a platform. We know we're not changing the world like some businesses, you know what I mean? But we make people happy, and a lot of times, like our jewelry, it's somebody who's celebrating an anniversary, even a death, a baby that's been lost, and it's, a memorial piece. So those things, and those, it's just like a small thing, but I just feel like when people send us messages and say, hey, this helped me through a hard time, it means a lot. It means a lot. So it's, it's something that hopefully people are connecting with, in a way that is meaningful to them, an anniversary day, a wedding day, all those things.
Right.
So all those life moments.
Absolutely. Wow. So jumping into the next thing, so the Be Happy collection. I love my bee earrings. Thank you, Claudia.
Yeah, they're so cute.
They are awesome. I mean, I was looking at it, I was like, oh my God, like the attention to detail is just absolutely just massive. Like just the little, like it's just everything about it. I was very much impressed.
Oh, thank you.
I honestly haven't really gotten too much jewelry just in the last year, just because I've been just traveling and going everywhere and doing all these different things. And to get that piece in the mail, I was like, wow, this is so special. So,
yeah, thank you.
But how did the Be Happy collection come about?
So Be Happy, I mean, obviously, we know that bees are such an integral part of our world and nature and, the way, the job they play in the environment. And then they're just such a symbol, I feel like, of happiness and hope for us. Yeah. So I just want to do something sweet with that, something that just reminds us to, be happy, be ourselves, be happy with who we are, and also connect us to the job that they do in the environment, and they're so important to us.
Yes, definitely. Wow. So now that you've got all this experience under your belt, and you could probably walk somebody through a lot of the different avenues as far as starting to establish a business and an unconventional business.
Yeah.
What advice could you offer to any woman out there that just has maybe an unconventional and non-traditional idea for a company, but she just hasn't acted out on it?
You have to, honestly, at the end of the day, it's not easy, but anything worth having, and this is, again, kind of like a cliche, but anything worth having is worth working really hard for.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? You have to be your biggest fan. You have to believe in yourself, definitely. I mean, there's definitely been ups and downs for us in this business. Yeah. Jewelry is a highly, highly competitive business. There's definitely ups and downs. There's going to be times that you're asking yourself, why am I doing this? But the bottom line is, if you believe in yourself, if you have, a good product or an interesting, something new, concept idea, I say go for it, because life is too short to be unhappy. Life is too short to look back on and say, I wish I had done that. I should have done that. Why didn't I do that? And I'm a believer of, I don't want to live life with regrets.
Right.
So I say go for it.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yes. Claudia, thank you so much for joining us today.
Absolutely. It's my pleasure.
We appreciate you so much. Much more success to you and your team, 2020 and beyond.
Thank you very much.
We're claiming all of that for 2021 and beyond. Because 2020 got kind of, 2020 got, I think that shook everybody up. I don't think there's anybody not affected by 2020.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think better things are coming, so we got to look forward.
Yes, that's right. We're claiming it. I'm claiming it from now.
Yep, absolutely. Agreed.
But Claudia, let everyone know the best way to get in contact with you guys, of course, to check out the collections and to follow you on social media. Yeah,
and our website, IsabelleGraceJewelry.com, is the best way to find us, connect with us, and see what we're all about.
Awesome. We appreciate that, and we appreciate each and every one of you guys for all of your love and support. Keeping in mind, anyone to tell you that you can't do what you want to do, you look them square in the face, you tell them, don't believe me. Just watch. Watch what I do. Watch me make it happen. Watch me make history. That's what we're doing this for, the history books. Social media is nice, but real life is so much better. Until next time, you guys.